Welcome to the press conference for the LSU Tigers. We're joined by head coach Kim Mulkey and student athletes Angel Reese and Aneesah Morrow. We'll begin with questions for the student athletes, and then we'll take questions for Coach Mulkey. Over here on the right.
Chessa Boucher with NBC 33 in Baton Rouge. Angel, I've asked you about Poa before, and you've talked about how everybody deserves to have a Poa on their team. After that huddle and she was carted off, you were emotional. What was going through your mind and just, playing for her?
She means so much for this team. I mean, she sacrifices her body every single night. I think she has 30 charges this year, and being able to understand that could have happened at any moment. And that's why I was telling the Flagey, don't blame yourself for this. Don't blame yourself for this. And just trying to keep the team together as much as we can, because Poa will want us to stay together. Poa will want us to play hard and do this for her and win this game and play tough. She is one of the toughest players on our team. So being able to just fight that one out, and we hit a couple big shots, and we all just said, that's for Poa, that's for Poa, that's for Poa, and we kept trying to get through that. That was the hardest 5 minutes of a game that I've ever played. So emotionally, physically, mentally, I think we just stayed poised and stayed together at that time.
All right, Corey.
Angel and Aneesah both. Angel, you kind of touched on a little bit there, but just talk about you guys coming together while they were, helping last year, and just kind of what were the conversations amongst you ladies while that was happening? Just, how did you guys get through that last 5+ minutes tonight?
Everybody was emotional and tearing up, but our team done been through hell. Let's be honest. And we just told each other we have to have each other back. We've been through worse than this, and just have Poa back because she would want us to win this game for her.
Pete.
I'm not trying to minimize what happened last year, but what does it feel like to advance to a final and maybe try and do something that you guys haven't done before?
I'm proud of this team regardless. I mean, we're going to go out there and fight and give it our all and give everything that we got, and we're going to battle. We know what South Carolina has. We shouldn't let them slip away at home. So I'm just proud of where we are because, last year we lost in the semis, and now we're going to the championship. And like I said, everything we've been through this year, from not playing games to different lineups to ACL tears to losing teammates, so many different things that has happened within the team. It's no better time than now. And I'm up for the challenge. We up for the challenge. Our coaches are up for the challenge. And I'm ready for tomorrow. We're going to be ready.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Oh, here in the front, on the right.
Aneesah, how has it been? This has been a physical week for you, and you've absolutely battled, but nothing seems to stop you.
I know that it's going to be physical every night. I'm very aggressive. I'm a powerful player, and sometimes teams have to throw every bow that they can at me, but that's not going to stop me. I've been through worse, and I worked so hard to get to where I'm at, so I'm not going to be stopped.
Corey.
Angel, it seemed like at least through halftime and the first couple minutes of the third quarter, Ole Miss was really dictating how this game was being played. How difficult and or easy is it for the team to get itself out of that and play the way you guys want to play? And then it looked like in the fourth quarter, out of the timeout, it was let's get Angel the ball, everyone else move out the way, and you went to work there early in the fourth quarter. So just talk about your stretch there in the fourth as well.
Yeah, understanding that the only two players that were scoring was Markeisha and Madison Scott. Me and Madison have been teammates for 3 years and won AAU championships together, so I knew her game. She was hitting shots, and look, obviously she's gotten better, and I've seen mid-range shots, and kudos to her and Markeisha, but we had to understand that we had to stop those two players to win this game, and understanding what it would take to win. I'm not the player of the year for a reason. Obviously, I work hard. I do whatever it takes to win, and they knew when to get me the ball and get them in foul trouble and score. And it's not all about me, but I do whatever it takes to win, and that was just my moment at that time. So I think we all played together. Flagey, Nice, everybody got big rebounds. You got to give kudos to Janae. Janae came in as a freshman off the bench that doesn't get many reps, and made a big time take to the basket in the first half, got a big time rebounds in the second half, played defense on some upperclassmen that she's never had to guard. So you have to realize of the predicament that we're in right now. We don't have Michaela, we don't have Samaya. We're playing 6 or 7 players. You got to be proud of where we're at right now, but we're not done yet.
One more from Chessa.
I asked Coach Yo about you, Angel, of basically taking over there in the fourth, and she said it's your will. Your will. You're not going to let anybody beat you. What does that mean to you, and just the praise that she gives you being an opposing coach?
I just never really want to let my team down. All day I've been trying to figure out if I was going to play today, and I didn't want to give up on my team and not let us not get to the championship because of me. My ankle is big as a tennis ball right now, but I'm going to do whatever it takes and go out there and fight and fight and fight. And tonight, I'm going to rest up, and I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And then we'll have a couple of days off to get back to the tournament and get ready, because we're going to be a top seed. And understanding what it takes to win. Me and Niece work hard every single day. I can't do my job without Aneesah. So understanding, like, everybody always gives me the praise, but you got to give Aneesah the praise at the things that she does too. She does a lot of great things that I don't do. So I just don't want to always get all the praise. Like, give Aneesah her props. Like, give her flowers. She's one of the top guards, posts, whatever you want to call her in the country. Like, I don't want this to always be on me. I don't get the player of the year without Aneesah. I don't get my rebounds without Aneesah. I don't score without Aneesah. So coaches, yeah, y'all can give me my props. We both player of the year at this point, period. I'm out.
Drop the mic.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye, baby. See y'all in a minute.
We'll take questions for Coach Mulkey. We'll go Pete first.
Kim, can you give us any more update on last year? And I guess TV said that you told the players she had movement in her limbs. Is that the case?
Yes. As I was walking to this press conference, the trainer told me that her CAT scan, is that right? CT scan, CAT scan, whatever you call it, came back clean. So that's wonderful news. I spoke to her mother. Of course, she's from Australia. The kid took quite a lick on the back of her head. I did not see it. I saw it on the film just a minute ago, and I wouldn't even look at it. I know enough about Poa that if she can't get up and she tries to get up, and she's in bad shape. Her teammates know that. So she was just a little bit unresponsive, mostly is how I would describe it. She could squeeze your hand lightly. She could tell you she could feel her legs, but she couldn't really articulate good enough for you not to be afraid. And the kids were right there, so they saw it all. So I sent them to the bench and told Coach Starkey to take over while I stayed with Poa. I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen some pretty bad injuries. I had a young lady that went paralyzed, came back later. I had a young lady go blind in an eye. And this is supposed to be a non-contact sport. Poa is one of the toughest kids I've coached. And I know she will be fine. I know the power of prayer. And we were doing a lot of praying in that huddle.
Chessa Boucher with NBC 33 in Baton Rouge. Coach Mulkey, in a moment like that when a player goes down, how do you deal with that, knowing that the game could go either one or two ways, and how do you keep your team focused on still trying to win the game?
Honestly, I don't give a damn about the game at that point. I really don't. That's somebody's child. That's my player. And those are my players in that huddle. So when I got to the huddle, it was bad. It was just very, very emotional. And all I could do, I think Angel spoke up. I think Haley Van Lith spoke up. Like, we got to get through this. We got to finish the game. And they dug deep. It was one of the more gutsy performances of a team I've ever coached. Because at that point, really, the game means nothing. It really doesn't. And I think you have to dig and think, wow, do I really want to just call out a play here? Because you're thinking about, I need to be in that ambulance with Poa. But she's in great hands with our doctor who travels with us and one of my coaches, and we'll go there. Our president, Dr. Tate, and I will go as soon as we're done with y'all to the hospital.
Any more questions for Corey?
Kim, in between the third and the fourth quarter, what was that your message to the team? Was that the objective that you gave them? It's like, let's give Angel the ball now. Let's let her get to work there, and let's see if we can really get something going offensively with her.
Look, guys, before Poa ever got hurt, we were struggling. We were tired. I mean, we play hard. And when you play, it'll be 3 straight nights in a row, Ole Miss was tired. And that's why these conference tournaments bother me so much. I'm not sure why we do them. I'm just not. So we were struggling to run anything. Didn't have Michaela, not playing Michaela. Angel's got a tweaked ankle, so your rotation is kind of not fluid. You're playing Janae, you're playing Aaliyah more, which is good for our team, and it's good for those kids. And then when Poa went down, you know, it's not only emotional, you're still trying to figure out really how to win a ball game. Did I draw up anything special or call out? I was calling anything I thought would work, but there was a point in one of the timeouts where I looked at them and I said, I need your help right now. I'm not a very good coach right now. What do y'all want to run? So that makes them take ownership, and it also makes them take away the emotion from them that they got to play coach for a minute. Call it psychology, call it what you want, but that's what I did. And so they said, let's run this play, and we've got a call for all of them. That doesn't matter to y'all, but each one of them wanted to say and suggest something, so it kind of got the tears away from them and just making them play coach for a period of time right there.
One more here on the right.
Championship game tomorrow, and a rematch with South Carolina, one of the most anticipated matchups that everybody has wanted. How do you regroup after tonight and going through what you went through to face them tomorrow?
Well, I think this is my 3rd year at LSU, and this is the first championship in the conference tournament that we've played in, and that's big. That was a goal of ours, was when you get to the conference tournament, get to that championship game. I think you're going to see 2 teams that are tired. They had to play hard to win today. We had to play hard, and it may not be a pretty game, who knows? But it is 2 of the most recognizable teams in the country. And quite honestly, if I remember, the national championships come through the SEC, right? So maybe you're watching one of us win a national championship again. It would be fun to keep it in the SEC.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, thank you, Coach.